What to do when you say yes to the things that you don't actually want to do. This one's for like all the people pleasers. When you have said yes in the moment and you only said yes because it felt easier than saying no and you didn't want to disappoint anyone, but later, my gosh, like you regret it and you feel stretched and you just wish that you had said no. So, this isn't because you don't know what you want, but it's because that moment of deciding, like, or having to say no, felt very uncomfortable. And of course, saying no can feel awkward. It feels like you're letting someone down. And so, what you do is you choose the easier option in the moment. You say yes and you deal, or you think you're going to deal with a cost later on. But that usually shows up in as less time, less energy, and more pressure on yourself, and you start to get resentful. So, here's what I want you to do instead. First, pause before you answer. You do not have to respond immediately. This is where so many people get caught out because they say yes instinctively or too quickly and they don't give themselves time to think. So instead, I want you to build in a simple pause. Okay, you can always say, let me check and I'll get back to you. Okay, that just gives you the space to decide properly instead of reacting in the moment. The next thing is, once you've taken that pause and you say the words, let me check and I'll get back to you, the next thing you need to do is run it through your priorities. Before you say yes, ask yourself, does this align with what actually matters most to me right now? Do I actually even want to say yes? Does it support what you're trying to focus on or does it take away from you? Because every yes that you say takes time and energy, and it's either for someone else or for you. And if you're not intentional, you can definitely give away your precious time and energy to things that don't truly matter to you. Of course, you can say yes if you want to say yes, but if you want to say no, you have that option. So now, instead of feeling overcommitted, you feel more in control. You are choosing where your time goes, and you're saying yes when it's most aligned to you and no when it's not. So you're being more honest. You're showing up as an honest, true version of yourself, and that's going to create more space in your life for the things that truly matter. And this is exactly what I teach inside Inspiring Life Academy, how to make decisions like this with clarity so that you're not constantly overcommitting and feeling stretched, because every yes has a cost and it's up to you to decide where your precious time goes. You can find the link for the Academy over in my bio. Take care, my friend. I will catch you in the next one.